All right, let's dive into another quick edition here of Tip Tuesday on the Sales Career Podcast. This is Kevin Hopp, as always. So, I want to share with you guys a little nugget around how to ensure a high value target will respond to you. Now, executives and people that we have not spoken to before have their guard up just by their nature. Like, they have to defend their time. As you can imagine, there are a lot of salespeople out there trying to get a lot of people's attention for a lot of different things. The way that I have gotten executives, and I want to clarify what I mean by high value target. I don't advocate for taking a ton of time to research every single prospect for your business, unless you're a one-person business like yours truly. Right now, I'm a one-person business. Things are going pretty well for me, but when I find a good opportunity, I go after very specific people for very specific reasons. Now, this would apply to you if you've already spoken to someone in a cold environment and they've told you things that make them seem like a really good prospect for you, where you're very, very confident that they're the right person, or this would apply to an enterprise selling motion. Enterprise sales, there's lots of different stakeholders, lots of different people that you want to talk to, but your value to each person in that chain of kind of the buying committee is very different. So enterprise salespeople tend to take a much slower, very targeted approach that works effectively. So here's what I do very tactically to get high value targets to respond. So first off, you call them. When you give someone a phone call and they are too busy to chat, or if they chat for just a little bit, but you don't close for a meeting, the single best thing you can do is to complete that circle of sort of trust, is what I call it. You are a stranger when the phone rings. You're a stranger in the first 10 seconds when you say, hey, it's Kevin with Hopp Consulting Group or Stacy with Acme Corporation, whatever your name in your company is. They weren't thinking about it. So the way that we go from being a stranger to not being a stranger is to make sure they know that you are a real live person. So what does that look like? I would call someone, have a good little conversation with them, tell them I'm emailing them, double check their email address. When I send that email, I'm not going to send an email with text. I'm actually going to send an email with a Vidyard video in it. Now, I'm not sponsored by Vidyard. I have no reason to promote their product over anyone else's. I just know that Vidyard is super easy to use, okay? Go download the free Chrome extension. They give you a ton of stuff for free. I've never paid Vidyard $1, and I've used it with every consulting engagement and every job I've ever had. Vidyard allows you to make a really quick video. Now, in this video, keep it less than 45 seconds. Really quick and to the point. And then on the bottom, scroll down below your video after you take it and click animated thumbnail. Then on the very top right corner, click copy, link, and thumbnail. And then paste that little video into your follow-up email. Okay? So we're going to have a cold conversation with someone that is not a prospect that we don't have on the books yet already for a meeting or a discussion or discovery or demo. And when we follow up with them, we're going to send them an email, but we're going to use a video inside the email to communicate. This is going to do something really powerful, which I love LinkedIn. I love LinkedIn because it has this same sort of property, which is face to name. See the whites of your eyes. I can see that you're a person that has feelings, that is real, that is this, that is that. The reason that prospects are so rude to us is because they don't have that human element. There's a reason that New York City is the only place in America where you can expect random strangers to be rude to you. Normally, random strangers to people that they meet face to face on the street are not rude to each other. That's because there's that very basic human connection of when you see people, when you see the whites of their eyes, you can see their emotions. There's a certain level of respect that all of our moms and dads taught us to not be a jerk to people right away. Now that is lost in cold calling, and that's why cold calling is difficult. But we bridge that gap very quickly if we can make a quick and easy Vidyard video talking exactly about why we're reaching out to this person and sending it to them in an email. Take that tip, take it with you to the bank, watch how well people respond to it, and DM me on LinkedIn if it actually worked for you. It works for me all the time. I would be surprised if it didn't work for you. Cheers. Have a great rest of your Tuesday.